Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 news video. The peas have been announced. Finally, they are official. We have waited quite long for the peas to be announced, but here they are. Yeah, we got a blog article about the peas, about the harvester for the peas, which you can see here, and we will have other images of this later, and yeah, and how we can grow them and everything we need to know about the peas. So let's have a look at the blog article. I'll read it to you and then we will watch all the images that we got with this article. So they say peas are a symbol of their season, as they are among the first crops you can plant in spring. That's why they represent renewal and growth in some cultures. Also representing renewal and growth, Farming Simulator 25. So why not combine the both? Here's an open secret for you. Peas are coming to the game when it launches November the 12th. In March or April, you take your seeder and put out about 250 liters of seed per hectare to look forward to a yield of about 9,600 liters in return. With an average selling price of $3,119 per 1,000 liters, depending on difficulty, you need to be ready to harvest in July and September at the latest. When you need to pea harvest. Mind that you need a specialized harvester for our green little friends, the Oxbow EDP 540E. It's a self-propelled pea harvester and fun to operate. Growth stages. See how the peas on your fields look. Spoiler, if it looks like the last one, it's game over for the season and your peas have withered. What a pity. And then the last words are coming soon on the blog, green beans. So the green beans are already confirmed, but we will learn about the green beans later. Maybe next week, we will see. I don't know, but I hope for next week then this topic is done and we are open for the next topics. Yeah, so and I'm quite happy that it's finally out with the peas and with the green beans, because yeah, they said they will come and so they are confirmed. Here we see a field with peas at the right side and we see a really nice hut. It's a little bit run down, but what I like on this hut is the door is open. You can go inside and I think that's really awesome. I like this hut. Sadly, it's a little bit too run down to make a tiny house out of it. Maybe I will rebuild it in a better condition and make a hut out of it then. Yeah, and here we see this wonderful hut in the distance, and here are the peas. They are ready to harvest. And when we go closer, not to the hut but to the peas, we see those peas there inside those green thingies, and they are looking out of the leaves, so to say. They are a little bit higher. Yeah, and this is the state where we can harvest them. That is completely different to soybeans, because with the soybeans they need to be dry and hard to be harvested, and so you wait until they are brown and then you harvest them. And those peas are harvested much earlier when they are still green, because then they are soft and sweet and green, and yeah, that's the way how it's done with the peas. And here we see the God rays, and now we start from the beginning. It's time to sow the peas, and we see a normal seeder, and we got this seeder already in the fact sheets last week, and this is the Great Plains seeder, and here we see it from the back. And maybe you remember at the fact sheets this seeder was shown with one question mark in the area where we had all the symbols of the fruit types. And I thought that would be peas, because we already had images from smartphones from Gamescom where people have seen the peas at a choice at the Novak sewing machine, which is a normal sewing machine as well. And I guess for the green beans we will need a planter, not such a seeder. That will be a difference between those two. That is my assumption. Yeah, but we only had one question mark, and so this is the Great Plains works with peas, so this question mark is resolved. Here we see the harvester from above and from the side. Yeah, and it's for me as a non-farmer, it looks rather similar to the spinach harvester, but I guess the spinach harvester is bigger. And we have already seen this machine here in the header image of the fact sheet section. There we see a lot of vehicles lined up, and in the second row there is this harvester, and some people already said, oh, that looks like a pea harvester. And indeed it is, as you can see. And here now we are really small to make it even more impressive. And here it is overloading. Maybe we can see more about the number of the Fendt. Sorry. Vario. Yes, Vario. They are all called Vario. I want to see the number. It is hidden. Because I wonder whether we will get the 600 series in FS25. We should, because the 600 series is the next generation Fendt, and it closes a gap between the 500 and the 700. And it was shown at Agritechnica last year, and a lot of the new machines from Agritechnica are now coming to the game. But I don't recognize this from the shape and image of this tractor, which number it has. It looks modern. Yeah, we will learn about this. And here we can see this overloading process, and the bunker of this harvester looks rather closed, more closed than the spinach harvester. Other than that, they are both huge and yellow, and I guess both very expensive. The spinach harvester is very, very expensive. So somehow all the new crop types are more for the late game. They are nothing that you can start with a small combine, and so you can't harvest the peas. Maybe we will get smaller machines as well, so that you pull with the tractor and pay only $100,000. But we will see. We didn't hear about this. What I am thinking about, however, is whether it could be possible to take such a small potato harvester or a sugar beet harvester, the smaller ones that are rather cheap, and tell them how to harvest spinach, peas and green beans, and make the bunker a little bit bigger, you know, TARDIS-like, and then make color it in blue and make a rather good price for it, because it's only a lizard vehicle, and then reduce the bunker again for a second version, because it's always needed to have realistic version as well. I think I will try it rather early. When FS25 has released, I will try whether it's possible to teach the harvester of potatoes or sugar beets to be able to harvest peas, green beans and spinach, and offer it cheap. That is the main purpose. Yeah, we will see. And then, if it's possible, the next question is, will the mod hub allow this? I hope so. I will ask Mr. Marcel in advance, I guess, because I reckon a lot of you guys are eager to get an affordable machine for your peas and spinach and green beans. Don't you? Tell me in the comments below. So let's go on. Here we have the very tiny small pea plants. This must be in April maybe. And now they are a little bit bigger. And even bigger. Now they are flowering. And now you get the ready-made peas and you can harvest it. And when you see a soybean field that looks like that, you still have to wait a little longer. And now it's harvested. And if you wait as long as you would for the soybeans, then it looks like that, and for the peas, then it's done, it's over. So you can't harvest them anymore, they are spoiled. And here we got this wonderful image with all the important informations about the peas, the name obviously, and the symbol, the icon, in rather big. And the maximum yield per hectare is 9,600 liters, and the average selling price is $3,119 on difficulty easy. Now they have written it, that is the easy price, and that is good to know, because then you get less in the normal or hard difficulty. And the seeds per hectare that you need is 250 liters. The growth duration 4 months. You can plant it in March and April, and you can harvest it during July and September. And I guess it will be like that, that when you plant in March, you can already start harvesting in July, and maybe you then have the August still to harvest, so 2 days to harvest is what I guess. And if you plant in April, the harvest starts in August and then goes to September. So that has been in 22 with all the fruit types, that when you sow early, you can harvest earlier, which is normal. Okay, so yeah, to be honest, we already knew about the peas, and they write in the article it's an open secret, and they already showed the peas by accident when they showed us the advertising for the collector's edition. There they showed, oh, you get 3 posters, and the top poster was a crop calendar. And maybe they thought, oh, we should hide the maps underneath, and nobody is interested in the crop calendar. And then I went there, and I think I was not the only one, and I took the crop calendar and enlarged it, sharpened it, made it straight, and then I had my thinking about it, and I came to the conclusion the missing 2 fruit types would be peas and green beans. And yeah, as far as I know, some people at Giants were a little bit concerned and thought, oh, is there a leak? And then they saw my video and they said, oh no, it's no leak. We have published this. There was only someone like a detective and finding out from this little image that we provided. Yeah, and then it took quite a while until end of August, and they had this demo version on the Gamescom and on the PAX West. And there in this demo version there were fields with peas and with green beans, and the sowing machine that they showed, the Novak, was able to sow peas. And so this possibility of the sewing machine was taken an image with a smartphone by a player, and some of the content creators saw pea fields and made videos about it. And then in PAX West the peas were already well known, and Pharmacop went over the map, has driven or walked, I don't know, but he finally found the missing fruit, the green beans, and made a video about this. And therefore we knew, okay, first we get peas and then we will also get green beans. And I didn't make videos about all these findings because I thought, okay, I already made my speculation video in July or so, early July. I don't speculate further on this, even if it is completely open now. But now it's official, and now I can finally make more videos about peas and green beans. And I hope for more information about green beans next week. I hope so. I don't know yet. We will see. Now, my question to you is, what do you think about the peas? Are you excited about growing peas? Oh, and what come to my mind? For sure, I will add peas and green beans to my upcoming gardens for FS25. So I will make my gardens again rather similar to the existing one, but with more features, and I will add all the stuff like carrots and spinach and obviously peas and green beans, because those are all plants that you grow in your garden, which is normal to grow them in a garden, and therefore I think it is really, it fits very good to this garden topic, garden mod. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.